Guys, welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football, and we're back for the week 3. Uno, dos, tres. Week 3 waivers. Man, first off, man, let's not joking really, being serious. Let's give a quick moment of silence for Nick Chubb. All right, and that was very unfortunate, man. Dude's freaking an awesome running back, man. Awesome running back. Old school throwback guy. Don't really catch like that often. You know, the last of the Derrick Henry types. You know, just a rushing machine, and to see him injure his leg like that on the same leg that he hurt in college. You know what I'm saying? He did that in college too, and that's just wild, man. You never say never, man, but I don't think at this point in time in his career that he'll be able to make it back, man. It's amazing, man. We should think about this for a second, how things can just change in a blink of an eye. We're not promised, man, tomorrow, next week, next month. Guys, you know what I'm saying? Just to take a step back from fantasy real quick, you know, we're all on borrowed time. Each second and each minute is getting closer and closer and closer for us to expire. That's a fact. You know, and and we're all guilty of this. I mean, I try to be a lot more aware of it now. About to be 47 next month. But it's like, I actually think a lot about my mortality. You know, and actually spending more time it's just, I actually think about, hey, look, I want to add more value, more time back to my life. I really do. And if we all knew our expiration date, man, we'd live life a lot more differently. I'm certain of that. You know, we treasure our time more. And even though, you know, Nick Chubb still has a life and he's living, you know, that happening to him, you know, changes his life, the rest of his life. It totally alters it. And that could easily happen to us, even if it could be some type of accident that can happen to us. You know, we take for granted for things that haven't happened to us. And, man, let's just be thankful to be able to have our limbs, have our health, you know, be able to play fantasy football, be able to have electricity. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of things we really take for granted, and we just need to appreciate every moment, man. So, I don't know. I just felt, you know what I'm saying, the need to say that. So, hopefully that wasn't too sentimental, man. Let's just go ahead and get right into the waiver wire. It's going to be a little espresso waiver wire, man. Sorry for making it so late and stuff like that. Your boy been busy, you know, so, bear with your boy. Bear with your boy. Your boy been putting in some moves and stuff. So we're going to start with the quarterbacks, man. You know, some people have quarterback issues. You know, Burrow's kind of nicked up. You know, it's some decent options out there for those that actually need a quarterback this week, or your quarterback actually has a bad matchup. We're just going to put it right here on the screen. First off, we got Baker Mayfield versus Philly. Now, you know, when you look at Philly, they look scary. Man, but Philly's got their secondary screwed. And Tampa Bay can't run, you know what I'm saying? So I believe Mike Evans, you know what I'm saying, and possibly Chris Godwin. Let me tell you something. Mike Evans just been balling. It's 2 weeks, but he got a reason to ball because, you know, they want to give him a new contract and stuff. And I like him. And I did say one time that doggone Evans, his profile fit Baker Mayfield for throwing downfield. So good for him. And I just didn't care for Godwin like that because he more of that Brady dink and dump type guy, you know, whatever. And that's not the forte of Baker Mayfield. So Baker Mayfield, you know what I'm saying, may put up a nice game against Philly if you need that or not. Next up, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's playing against Miami. That should be a nice, high-scoring game that we, you know, like we kind of thought, you know, New England was going to do. But Russell Wilson's been throwing. They ain't going to be freaking running in no touchdowns over there. So Russell Wilson should have a nice game. I may pick Russell Wilson up in the league. I don't know. But we'll see. In my work league, I might, because old boy play on Saturday. Burrow. No, I'm sorry, on Monday, and I don't know if I want to trust that or not. Russell was a great player versus Miami, I believe. And Jordan Love, man, he plays against the Saints. Saints is good defense. I haven't had Saints as both my defenses, but man, Jordan Love has scored in the flawless fantasy leagues quarterbacks. In the quarterback's scoring system, he scored 26 and 23 points in the first 2 weeks, and he's the number 6. Damn, number 6 quarterback overall after 2 weeks. I had him on my deep. I made a video and I put it out on. It was on one of my deep quarterbacks or something like that, and I did mention him as somebody that that's deep in the quarterbacks rankings that could perform. And through the first 2 weeks, man, he's been exceptional. He's threw 3 touchdowns each of the first 2 weeks. So those are some great options at quarterback if you need it. Next up, let's go to wide receivers. Now, I got Puka Nacua up here. Of course, he went everywhere last year, unless in some leagues that are not competitive at all, he's still out there. But Tutu Atwell's probably still out there too. Tutu Atwell, he balled out again. Had a great day. Scored 11 fantasy points or something like that. If it's full PPR, he scored more than that. I believe that was in half-point PPR. Look, man, at the end of the day, Stafford only throw it to Puka and Tutu, straight up. And so, it's kind of like a small percentage right there. They haven't been throwing no touchdowns in because they've been giving it all to the running back. But hey, look, it may come a time when he's going to start throwing the touchdowns in. They can't run them in every single time with Kyron Williams. So something's got to change. I know Cooper Kupp's due back and, at 3 games, but y'all know me. I'm not worried about Cooper Kupp. All right? So, I think I skipped over running backs, but we'll go back to that. We're doing wide receivers. Number 3 is Tank Dell, man. Tank Dell been balling, man. He been at, look, man. Tank Dell really been, he's that dude's solid. He might not show as Tank Dell in the system. Might show up as Nathaniel Dell. Nathaniel Tank Dell, because Nathaniel is his birth name. So him and Nico Collins. Nico Collins should have been rostered already in most leagues, but all depends what type of league you're in. But here's the thing. This is the reason why I didn't like the running back for Houston, because I had him the year prior in my word league. When they're getting boat raced and they're down and he don't catch anyway, man, he's out of the game. Game scripted out. And they're going to be losing a lot. A lot. Y'all get that? Hope you did. Yeah, so Tank Dell is a good pickup. Like I say, Nico Collins automatically, he the number 1. But they play different roles, Tank Dell's, kind of, the shifty guy underneath. And Nico is the bigger target, upfield type thing. So Tank Dell could be a nice steal because they're going to be down all day, every day. Next up is Josh Reynolds. I skipped Josh Reynolds. Hey, man, look, I'm sleepy. You got to freaking, I'm tripping hard today. My day been busy since I got off work. But Josh Reynolds, man, scored 2 touchdowns last week. That dude snapped in week 2. And supposedly, our dog, Amon-Ra St. Brown, got a little turf toe. So he might be a little limited, and they might rely on him less. And Montgomery's out, so they're going to have to throw the rock, right? Okay? So they might rely on Josh Reynolds even more, considering Montgomery's out and Amon-Ra St. Brown has a turf toe. So even though he'll play through it, but Josh Reynolds, somebody you can that you can pick up. It seemed like they passed the rock over there, and he has a nice rapport with the quarterback. So he's somebody that could definitely stash that has a nice ceiling. Jaden Reed. But let me talk to you about Jaden Reed, man. Jaden Reed caught 2 touchdowns last week, but he went 4 for like 37 on like 8 targets, man. It's just, you never know when Christian Watson glass ass coming back. I can't believe I put him on my freaking bottom of my top 12 wide receivers and he ain't played all year. But it just is not enough passing volume going around over there. I mean, the quarterback's doing fine. He's throwing it to people. He's efficient. But, man, they just don't throw it a lot. They don't throw it a lot. And they just ball control and they playing great defense. So, I don't know if I want to go there, but Jay Reed is young. He is explosive, and he's the one that's not injured. So, I'll leave it at that. Jaden Reed. Now, let's go ahead and bounce to the running backs real quick. Now it's going to look stupid for me having Kyrie Williams on up here, but I'm going to have him up here anyway. Again, these are going to be anytime that he's available, especially after last week. That's going to be in a non-competitive league, so I don't expect him to be out there. But Mr. Jerome Ford, hey guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but each one of my drafts, my work league, and in the Flawless Fantasy Football League, your boy drafted Jerome Ford and just waited. People say, but you can't predict injuries. Why do you think you picked freaking Ford? Why do you think I picked Ford? Because I thought Nick Chubb was going to stay healthy all year? I thought it was a chance that Nick Chubb could lay it down. A nice chance. That's why I picked it, because I believed in that running offense. And I know if Chubb goes down, that guy would be nice. And obviously I couldn't have him in the lineup. And don't know if I'd have had him in the lineup anyway playing against Pittsburgh, even if he was starting. But I'm going to tell you something. That dude's going to be a beast. It made me kind of mad. I dropped him in my work league, but I still had him in Flawless. Y'all went to go look for him in Flawless. The ones that actually listened to this in the Flawless Fantasy Football League. And he was gone. He was on Team Sir Flawless. That's right. So, yeah, he going to be in the lineup. Especially since Montgomery laid it down with his glass ass. So I could just insert Jerome Ford. See, that's how you do. You get them guys so when something happen, you just insert, put them in there. So that worked out great for me. So that meant let me know I'm living right. So, but Jerome Ford, if you're in your other leagues, man, prioritize him heavily. Because we already saw what he can do. Zach Moss. I don't know if Jonathan Taylor is ever going to come back and play for them. I don't know the deal. If so, they probably just might say, screw you. I don't know how injured he is, man. We've seen the best of Jonathan Taylor, man. I just tell you straight up, that's what I believe. But Zach Moss came in and he told it. He got the lead role right away. Quarterback got down to the game, but, they're going to lean on Zach Moss. So he's an option. Matt Breida, because they say that now Giants are saying that Saquon Barkley is going to miss a few weeks. They're still saying he's a game time decision for Thursday. I don't believe he's going to play, but Matt Breida is the next option. Matt Breida's fast, you know what I'm saying? But he is Matt Breida, been around for a hot minute. I believe that that's just going to up the Daniel Jones, relying on him to run and do his due. So, and plus, I believe he's just going to he's going to throw it to his wide receivers, and Daniel Jones is probably going to be more of a fantasy asset in these next coming weeks without Saquon. And next up is Kendra Miller and Tony Jones. Tony Jones scored 2 touchdowns, but a lot of people didn't like him because they say he didn't look good and all this type of stuff, man. A lot of running backs don't look good, but as long as he hulk up, he scored them damn touchdowns, and he helped his team win, that's what he did. But Kendra Miller with the hamstring, man, he good, but they want him to be the future, but he glass. He always have a hamstring. He's always out. He got hurt like 2 times in the offseason, with the hamstring and stuff. And I don't think they like Kamara, man. You know what I'm saying? And Kamara's going to share anyway, man. Those days of Kamara are over. So, but the thing is, why I mentioned Kendra Miller and Tony Jones, they say Kendra Miller's supposed to be starting practicing in full this week and everything, so keep an eye on that if you're into that. But outside of that, it'll be Tony Jones because they say, goddamn Jamal Williams, Mr. Pokemon boy, he expected to miss some time for his hamstring. Everybody's having hamstrings, man. And last is Craig Reynolds for Detroit Lions. He'll probably come in and he'll be getting the Montgomery role because I doubt that they're just going to give it to DeAndre Swift 2023. You know what I'm saying? They're not just going to give it to the rookie like that. I wouldn't think so. Now, he'll probably get more receiving work or whatever, but they're going to need somebody to go in there and bang, and that'll be Reynolds because he had a big game last year. I don't know if y'all remember, but I only think it was like 1. But we'll see how much time Montgomery missed. I want to say I remember them saying it's going to bring somebody up or something like that. I saw in a sleeper, but I'm unsure about it right now as I'm doing this video. But those are the running backs that I would consider for week 3 waiver wire. Let's go ahead and bounce to the tight ends. And look, man, it's you got to be hurting if you're trying to get one of these guys. But Zach Ertz, man, I think he lead the league basically, and he's in the top and leading the league in targets for tight ends. Dalton Schultz and Cade Otton, because Cade Otton is actually, playing against Philadelphia, and their secondary sucks. So if he can get behind a linebacker, he'll be fine. And and Baker likes to throw at the tight end, so Cade Otton could be having his day coming up soon. So Zach Ertz, Dalton Schultz, it's not too sexy. It's limited ceiling with that, and Cade Otton. But those guys probably won't score your touchdown. The only one that probably will is possibly Cade Otton. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to get 5 catches for 55, that'll get you what? 7.5, 8 fantasy points or something like that. So that's all you can kind of ask for. Now for defenses, got 3 defenses, kind of sleeper defenses for week 3 is Kansas City against Chicago and Seattle versus Houston and Pittsburgh versus the Raiders. All those are juicy matchups. I still do believe Chicago can probably get it right, even though the Kansas City defense did play great against Jacksonville at Jacksonville. That game was awesome too, man. I think I posted it up. I probably won't do that. Maybe I'll put it at the end of the video or something like that. When I took my son to the game. But Kansas City, Seattle versus Houston. Seattle defense, man, I don't know, man. It's just Houston might be able to get off on them. I don't know, but Houston offense might be able to get off on them. Might be able to keep the game close. But they shouldn't, though. And Pittsburgh versus Raiders. All right? So, little kind of espresso. Wasn't that damn espresso, 16 minutes, but I probably run my mouth about other stuff. That's the waiver wire, guys. Hope you add and drop accordingly. Good luck in week 3, man. I could just recommend, man, go down firing. If you need a win, go down with your main guys. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. If not, still be strategic and make the lineup. You know what I'm saying. But like me, I almost benched because I have him in one league. I almost benched T. Higgins. Now, if I'd have benched him in my work league, I was going to put in Nakua, Nick, because I didn't want to play him against San Fran, but he still scored exceptionally well. But Higgins put up 2 TDs. He had that game, so I'm glad I didn't do that. But it was only like a 3-point difference, you know what I'm saying, in standard league scoring. But sometimes you just got to let the person burn their bridge. That's how I'm doing with Cincinnati quarterback, Burrow, and other guys. Like, you just got to burn the bridge, man, We'll see what happens. Hey, man, but I hope you're rocking. Hey, look, I'll tell you, I was looking at some things. There's some deep sleepers that's going to come up. Man, it's only week 2. Trust me, it's going to be some stuff popping off week 8, week 12, some league winner type stuff, even at the wide receiver position. I got some guys in mind, but it's not somebody you can look at right now. Trust me, it's not even going to be worth it. Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Have a great waiver, guys, and I will see you on the next episode. Hit you up later. Peace. It's for the game. 3rd down and 2. This will close the game up. 2 minutes left. Oh, Mahomes finna run for this. Oh, Mahomes finna run for this. Oh. Ooh, that's open. Ooh, that's open. Ooh, that's open. Ooh, that's open. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah! Hey! That was so bright. That thing feel good, don't it? Yeah! Game over. Game over. Game over, baby. Good job, Jax. It's a wrap. No TDs for Trevor Lawrence. I'll take that.